Now, you could use mouse traps, but that requires you to do all the effort and cost you cheese as bait. I just run around in my house with my dick cheese hanging out and flapping it around so that the smell really gets around the room. Within the minute, I have a mouse trying to nibble at my foul cheese. I let it do its thing for a while so I can enjoy the nibbling, and after I'm satisfied, I just squeeze its brain out of its ears. That's more easy and efficient. And why would you use store-bought cheese when you can lat it, accumulate on your penis for free? You know, those are penis tips on the house. I like to rub my crotch with beach vomit. It has that special texture. You know, it's a lot better than Disneyland puke or amusement park barf. Don't ever believe when somebody says the best barf is that from Africa. That's absolutely not accurate. They have hardly anything to barf out. They are starving. I had no luck with door-to-door sales trying to sell cookies and waffles. The only thing that made me turn a profit was changing my tactic into letting people punch me in the face and kick me in the groin for a few dollars. If they paid me $60, they could puncture my anus with woodpecker penis. I needed to raise money for a charity called the Malicious Vaginal Musketeer Gang, who always get into trouble because they go to work on a vagina with scissors, snipping off clitoris lips, and eat cereal out of the lipless vagina with infected spoons. Now, personally, I don't see any wrongdoing in that.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to visit my father at his grave and put all the flowers people generously gave into my frickin' ass, because that's where they grow more. It's much better to be exposed to my anal butter than being exposed to the elements outside. My horror hole shields them from it. Now my filthy brown methane container is available for all to rent for a reasonable price. If you pay me $100, I will stand in as a portable shit beaker to put all kinds of plants and flowers in. You don't need to water them because it will just feast on the moisture of my excrement chamber. Your flowers will grow as grass when only the top of it sticks out of my gruesome smelling ass. And I stand behind that slogan. If your flower hasn't grown at all, I'll sexually whistle a noisy bird into permanent silence at the mall.
I jerk screen myself off every Tuesday on the balcony at night so that everyone can join in if they feel like it. I spasm heavily while pulling on my Joe like a madman, screaming, "Host, host, host, hoosh." Kaharsh, you hear me, you filthy snoring oyster anuses? I said, fwa, fwa, tua, tua, gra, ha. When I need to out a hot, gassy gust of Joe, I forcefully spread open my butt cheeks until I need surgery, let out a sturdy fart bouquet, and just laugh. See, like someone who is in desperate need for someone to exhale his foul morning breath in his anus because he emptied out his fecal air and needs a refill.
Only Tuesday night, I stand on mine while dipping my impotent cigar in a scolding hot fondue pot, screaming, gra-cha-cha! That's a Petrat. I basically need to flap the sperm out of my balls because it would not find its way out of there otherwise. Believe me, I even let a male goose peck at it.
When I penetrate my sloppy brown Joe with a steel carrot, I go, hey, oh. Hee hee hee. Ha 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 I said, ha, 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 ha.
I love to let a box of firecrackers explode the dry shit right off my asshole. It's the method that always pays out. Better than holding a lighter under your ass and burn the anus flesh off of there. Take it from me, you don't want to end up in a hospital bed with crispy baked anus flesh. I think I just let a wet brownie rip. Anyone want to enjoy it before it dissipates? Quickly remove all the snot out your nose to be fully exposed to it. Close your eyes and welcome in anus stank heaven. If heaven doesn't smell like real human shit, You can send me straight to hell.
I love to spit in angry people, their armpits. Gives me the feeling I made a difference. I give those people something else to focus on. In my neighborhood, they call me the heroic Spitting Joe. I fight crime with my horrible smelling saliva droplets. Nobody wants to experience my spit on their cheeks. You better trust me on that. For those who need some convincing, I am happy to provide you a traumatic sample. But the therapist costs are on you, all right.
I had a delightful anus scraping this morning. They really went all out at the shit crap and rotten urine parlor. I want to thank Luke, Derek, Griselda, and Antonia for scraping my asshole into a gaping wound. I had a wonderful time. I can only hope you guys did as well. But it was probably more horrific than pleasant. But nonetheless, you all got a special place in my filthy, dirty anus. I mean it.
There is a lot I can tolerate, but zipping up your fly without injuring your penis goes to goddamn far. You better make sure your pippy worm is zipped almost clean off when you're pissing right beside me. And if you have button pans, you stick your wang in my zipper and I'll do it for you. You got that? A unbleeding penis is unacceptable. You feel me? You stinking African penis clowns.
Both.
Some Mexican dude tried to test me one time when I was on vacation in Mexico. I went to the bathroom, saw a man not zipping his flesh clean off his penis when he was done. I went over to him and asked, "Hey, good day, sir. You just went to the bathroom, right? I don't see blood originating from your Mexican penis. Just to make sure I don't mistake myself into thinking you didn't injure your wiener, would you mind showing it to me? Otherwise, I might headbutt you and your smelly taco, you stupid cum cake."
Can I borrow somebody's urine teapot set? I am receiving some guests from urine drinking origins, and I want to pull out all the stops. I have been saving up my urine for days, and I made sure to drink as little as possible so that it would saturate into a blend that makes any kidney go into failure.
I feed a random raccoon rectum coupons I specially made with my anal sewage hoot, sloof, sloob hoot, sloo hoot, sloot, sloob hoot, sloob, sloob hoot, sloof, sloot hoot. I preform instant trauma sessions. We got therapists on standby. It's all included in my shows.
I've been coping with my childhood where I was entered into beauty contests and came out last place. They even made up a extra additional place to be able to put me on. That's how bad it was. I have been boasting about my own appearance ever since I smear shit on my face and act like Rambo. They even went as far as to give the address and contact information about ugly contests, seeing that I had an unnatural talent of looking like crap and giving off that body odor. They said it was working in my favor. I would be placed on a special spot that would celebrate my ugliness. So excuse me for being a little bit self-involved in myself and praising my identity. Things are looking up, though. I've been successful in leaving the past in the past. I have auctioned off my ugly mugs with my hideous photograph on there that said, "World Most Hideous Beer Mug Man." I was excluded to be on business sales with my father because he feared that the sales would suffer from it when they saw my legendary revolting appearance. That's a lot to deal with, you know. I felt like a incapacitated zebra that was ignored by a hungry lion, like I was no damn good for it. People, I have a crush on the mountain goat right around the corner from my house. Anyone know what they like? Something like chopped off male goat dick, fermented anus, barf. Give me some tips, people. I want to cross species, ram that goat of her frickin' mountain with my smelly penis. Jeffrey, I had to fire a carrot from my soup ingredient today. I feel like a monster. That carrot probably feels he isn't enough for becoming part of a random soup. I follow the guideline of cheat, betray, and tough love. I am sure he will turn out to be good compost, a good decay, it only a rotten vegetable away. Your penis looks like my anal sewage. Oh, hoo hoo, oh, hoo hoo, hoo hoo, hoo hoo, hoo hoo, hoo hoo, toe toe, hoo, ah hoo hoo toe. Nasi poop suhu, nasi poop suhu, hu shoe hu pa. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yana. Hey, yeah, hey, 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 yeah. Who wants to go salami clobbering the elderly with me? We clobber the holy macaroni out their assholes. Smack their face until their arteries rupture and the skin flies off. Afterwards, we will celebrate with a nice anal aroma sloppy Joe and a bucket of pissin' chicks. The horse manure is on me, brothers.
Was